driver of engine 22, the engineer, it's his responsibility to position the fire engine in a way that will keep his crew safe as they operate in traffic. So he'll position that engine carefully so that they're protected from oncoming traffic.
Team of 4, we have a 2-vehicle TP with confirmed victims trapped. Argo engine 22 will be establishing fire off command.
The fire captain on engine 22 has the responsibility of being first to the scene, of assessing the situation, of determining a plan, and communicating the plan to his crew. The engineer catches fire.
County fire off command.
Go ahead.
Show me 1 additional code for ambulance for total 2.
Fire captain from engine 22 has ordered an additional ambulance. It sounds like there might be more than one patient. Paramedics from the fire engine get out. They have their medical equipment and they're assessing patients and looking for victims, and they're going to triage and treat the patients based on worst injury first.
Short 75 established rescue group. Your objective on addiction means to track victims. Instructions, no copy.
The fire captain is the one in the red helmet that gets off first. His job is to be the rescue group supervisor. He's going to assess the situation and determine the best way to stabilize these vehicles. He's going to communicate that plan to his firefighters, ensure their safety, and make sure that everybody gets out quickly. The engineer from the fire truck, his job is to come over and determine the best way to stabilize those vehicles. When we're working in the vehicles and they're on their side or they're flipped upside down, we want to make sure that they don't fall further and injure our firefighters. So we try to stabilize them with step chocks or struts to make sure that they stay stable. You'll see the 2 firefighters. They establish what we call a cache of equipment, the rescue cutters, the spreaders, and they're going to set up and get ready to cut open that vehicle. You'll see that there's a fire engine and a fire truck. The fire truck is the big, long piece of equipment that has lots of wheels. That has all of our tools and our heavy equipment. The fire engine is much shorter. You don't see a ladder on top. The fire engine carries all of our water and all of our hose and medical equipment. The success of a timely and successful operation depends on having crews that are safely trained and having an adequate number of personnel to be able to effect the rescue. That's why we put 4 people, men and women, on every fire engine and every truck. They're properly trained, and each has separate, distinct responsibilities to make sure the patient gets extricated in a safe, rapid, and effective manner. Vehicle construction is constantly evolving. We train our crews on a month-to-month basis to make sure we're updated on the latest technology, the latest metals that are used to build these vehicles, so that we know how to cut them in the best place possible, so we can open them up, protect others from injury, and extricate the patient. Today we see a lot of battery-powered vehicles on the road. They include lots of batteries and high-voltage cables. We train our crews every single month to make sure they know where those high voltage cables are. If we cut a high voltage cable while it's energized, it can be deadly for our crews. Here at the Orange County Fire Authority, we are an all-hazard fire department. That means these crews that you see operating are trained in multiple forms of rescue. They can fight cars, they can fight fire, they perform rescue operations from a helicopter. They're paramedics, and they're able to perform any kind of rescue that you stand in need of. Many times this is the best way to extricate a patient, is simply take off the roof of the vehicle, take care of the patient, and get them out safely without having to lift them through a broken window. Notice how they take care to protect the spine and neck of the patient. We don't know what their injuries are, we can't x-ray in the field, so we put them on a backboard, we put them on with a collar on their neck so that we can make sure they get the proper treatment in a conservative manner. And there you have it. Inside of 10 minutes, they'll get the patient extricated and off to the hospital.
Orange County Fire Open.
Go ahead.
One patient extricated, headed to Orange County Mobile.
We've extricated one patient. We're going to put him in the back of the ambulance and we'll get them to the nearest trauma receiving center, which right now is Orange County Global. You might wonder what our fire crews are doing. They're just going to completely remove the top of that car so that it doesn't have any exposed edges and not injure anybody, even as we put it away. Okay, let's give a round of applause for our fire crews for safely extricating a patient. That concludes our show, ladies and gentlemen. We have another one in 30 minutes. We're going to be demonstrating again our rescue dogs, and then we'll finish with the last fire. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of the experience. They're yours to enjoy.